I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015, and today we are going to discuss clause number 7.5, documented information. And under 7.5 there is a general clause 7.5.1. Today we are going to discuss this particular clause in more detail. So as usual, first of all I will read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Clause 7.5 documented information, and this clause 7.5.1 general. The organization's quality management system shall include A and B. There are two requirements in this. A is documented information required by this international standard. That means whatever is mentioned in this particular international standard. B is documented information determined by the organization as being necessary for the effectiveness of the quality management system. There is a note below this. The extent of documented information for a quality management system can differ from one organization to another due to number one, the size of the organization and its type of activities, processes, products and services. Next is the complexity of processes and their interactions. And the last one is the competence of persons. So this is all in this particular clause. Now we will discuss it in more detail. Each requirement wise. So as the topic goes, the clause pertains to documented information. And 7.5.1 is the general clause under this, and it says the organization's quality management system shall include A. Documented information required by this international standard. See, every clause of the standard talks about some kind of documented information to be maintained. Documented information could be procedures, work instructions, quality manual, any other system related documentation, or the records. Records are also called documented information. So according to the international standard, whatever is mentioned in this, we are supposed to maintain that documented information. And B is documented information necessary, documented information determined by the organization as being necessary for effectiveness of the quality management system. So this is the second point, and the organization has to determine what documented information is necessary for the effectiveness of the quality management system, to make the quality management system more effective. That means it could be procedures, it could be work instructions, it could be something related to the quality manual, it could be some kind of relationship metrics, or anything, responsibilities and authorities, interaction of processes, or whatever. So number A is the documented information required by the international standard. So wherever there is a mention about this, we have to maintain that. And B is documented information determined by the organization as being necessary for effectiveness of the quality management system. Now, as you already know, and I hope you understand this, that the effectiveness of the quality management system means that we are able to supply products and services meeting customer requirements. If we are doing so, we are effective. Otherwise, we are not. So effectiveness means meeting customer requirements and other requirements of products and services. So if we are meeting, then we are effective. If we are not meeting, if we are missing out somewhere, then we are not effective. Okay, now there is a note below this, and the note says the extent of documented information for a quality management system can differ from one organization to another due to, there could be various reasons. And this documented information is not the same for every company or every organization. So the difference could be because of the size. That's the very first thing, the size of the organization and the type of activities, processes, products and services which are carried out within this particular company or organization. So the size of the organization and the type of activities, this is the very first thing on which the documented information will depend. This is one item. Second is the complexity of the processes and their interactions. Whatever processes we are carrying out, the complexity of those processes will also determine what records are supposed to be maintained. Because we should be able to maintain sufficient records which will establish the complexity of the processes and their interactions. And next is competence of persons. Definitely, if the people are not very competent, then we have to write down the work instructions and the procedures in a different manner so that we are trying to explain each and every aspect. But if people are used to that kind of service or product being manufactured within the organization, if they are aware about it, then there is not so much of necessity to make the documentation more complicated. It can be simpler. So the competence of persons, that means their experience, their education, their skills, all these things will matter. So if people are more competent, then we will require less of documentation, and if people are not that much competent, then we may have to increase the documentation by way of work instructions or lengthy procedures explaining each and every aspect. So that's all in this. I hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But by any chance, if there is anything in this particular clause which is not clear to you, please give your comment below this video so that I can explain to you in more detail. And if you are liking my videos, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues so that whatever knowledge sharing is happening between us, they may also take advantage of that. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load my videos, the information will reach you without any delay and you will be able to see my videos immediately as soon as I load them. So thank you very much, and we meet on next Sunday again on clause number 7.5.2, creating and updating. That is documented information. Okay, bye bye, see you.